In this lesson, I want to talk a little bit more about how to develop research questions. In the previous lesson, we talked about the necessity for you as a researcher to really focus in on one very specific question that you want to find out about your topic. So take a look at this PDF that I have up on the screen. Again, you can download this under the Materials tab for this course. And what this PDF helps you do is refine your thinking into a very specific research question. So again, you see my lovely pie chart. I want you to keep thinking about this idea of a pizza. If your research topic is a giant large pizza, please eat in moderation. Don't take the entire research topic and expect to be able to write a paper about it. Take one small slice, and that small slice is going to be your research question. So the research topic is what you want to research. And once you have a topic, no matter what it is, ask yourself who, what, when, where, why. That'll help you refine your thoughts, and it'll force you into a very specific research question. Unless you have a very specific research question, don't even bother start researching yet. You're going to get lost, you're going to get overwhelmed, and you're going to get frustrated. So you should have a very specific one-sentence research question. And the question is going to be what your topic is about, specifically what you specifically want to find out. So here's an example. I referenced autism in the last lesson. So if you want to research autism, that's way too big of a topic. You're going to get lost and overwhelmed. So think about who do you want to research in regards to autism. Most commonly, autism is discussed in terms of children, as diagnosis rates are increasing across the world. What do you want to research about autism in kids? A question out there that a lot of scientists are working on and studies are being developed is how do they get it? No one really seems to know. At what point do you want to start researching this issue of how they get it? I think there are a lot of important questions in regards to autism and how someone gets it before they're born. And you may ask yourself why. So perhaps there's a link between the mother's diet, the food she takes in, and her child being diagnosed with autism later in life. So if you boil all of that down, you can come up with a research question. And here's an example. What role does the mother's diet during pregnancy have on her kid being diagnosed with autism later in life? So that takes a very specific look, just like we worked on with the thesis statements. It takes a very specific look at autism. So if you look at that research question and you break it down, you have some very important terms that you can use while you're researching. 1, the mother's diet. 2, pregnancy. And 3, diagnosis later in life. So rather than researching all of autism, everything that people have ever written about autism, which is millions of pages, tons of studies, you're going to look specifically at how the mother's diet connects or doesn't connect to a later diagnosis of autism for her child. So at the bottom of this PDF, here is your chance to write in your research topic and start asking those questions: who, what, where, why. You can think of when as well. And what is your research question? Specifically, what do you hope to find out about your research topic? Again, before you start this research assignment, which I will discuss in detail in a future lesson, you gotta have a specific research question. So take the time now to develop your research question, and we'll move on to discuss the research assignment in a later lesson.